Today is National Maritime Day. I'm Chris Edevine, here with fellow representatives from the American Merchant Marine Organization. Special day today, members of AMMV are being recognized with the Outstanding Achievement Award from the Maritime Administration. Some of us, Captain Drew and I, have spent over a decade now involved in the fight for recognition for World War II and to get the story out of our merchant mariners of all eras.
Captain Drew DiMattia, 30 years U.S. Merchant Marine. What an honor to be here at MARAD on National Maritime Day. And on top of that, this year we're celebrating the 250th anniversary. Step back a year. Look at our U.S. Merchant Marine flag, 1775, indicative of our contributions to our country. We are a maritime nation, and it's just so exciting to be here today with our friends and our colleagues and our AMMV family. We are ecstatic that we're being recognized on the coattails of our World War II Merchant Marine.
Hi, my name is Sydney Plant, Acting Associate Administrator for Strategic Engagement from the Maritime Administration, and happy National Maritime Day. We are so honored to have AMMV here today to receive their awards. They are great advocates for our merchant mariner veterans, and we are just so honored to give them the Outstanding Achievement Medal. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2026 National Maritime Day observance. Today, we pause to honor the men and women of the United States Merchant Marine and America's maritime industry for their sacrifice to the nation and the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the 20th United States Secretary of Transportation, the Honorable Sean P. Duffy.
To all of you, welcome to DOT. I'm honored that you all are here. I'm honored to be here with all of you. The National Maritime Day, it's such an important day for our nation. It's a day for us to reflect and honor the patriots who have built, secured, and sustained America's power on the seas. For too long, our merchant mariners have been the unsung heroes of our national security and our national story. You keep our economy moving, you keep our energy lines open, you keep our shelves stocked, and you ensure our military on the front lines are fully equipped. We thank you for your bravery, your resilience, and your unwavering service to country. Thank you. It's an honor to be here with all of you and to honor those who came before us. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Secretary Duffy. We now turn to a central tradition of our Maritime Day observance, the award ceremony. As I read the names, Captain Carmel will present the awards. First, the Merchant Marine Medal for Outstanding Achievement. This is awarded to merchant mariners who have participated in an act or operation of humanitarian nature on behalf of an individual or groups of individuals. This medal can also be awarded to those in the maritime industry who have dedicated years of service and/or have given extraordinary contributions to the maritime industry. 6 current and former officers of the American Merchant Marine Veterans Organization were nominated for this award. In part, the nomination reads, AMMV represents the interests of all U.S. mariners and their collective history. AMMV national officers are volunteers who serve in strictly unpaid positions. Over the past decade, they have selfishly worked to honor our World War II mariners and preserve their history. From Memorial Day and Veterans Day in D.C., to the Congressional Gold Medal, to the beaches of Normandy, the AMMV national officers have defined what can be considered an outstanding achievement. Will the national officers of American Merchant Marine Veterans please come forward and join Captain Carmel on stage? We are awarding the Merchant Marine Medal for Outstanding Achievement to Captain Drew DiMattia. Chief Engineer Christian Uhas. Captain Darren Huggins. Captain Christopher Edevine. Bosun John Pitts posthumously. Accepting the award for Bosun Pitts is his daughter, Teresa Garcia. And Mr. Dennis Kelly, who is not in attendance but is watching online. Congratulations. We will now hear brief remarks from AMMV President, Captain Darren Huggins.
Thank you very much. It's quite the honor to be here today, and it's been a long road getting recognition for the U.S. Merchant Marine, so appreciate all the stakeholders here, Transcom, DOT, Secretary Duffy, Military SEAL of Command, Admiral Nicholson, and we're proud of the work we do. And we are kind of the unseen heroes, especially when it comes to past and present. We had 9,500 mariners that passed during World War II. And currently we have our mariners sailing in harm's way with Operation Epic Fury. And we don't just ensure the mission, we make the mission happen. Because without the United States Merchant Marine, the cargo doesn't get there, the troops are not supplied. And when the mission happens, the Merchant Marine shows up first. So we appreciate that. We appreciate everybody being here. And heave ho.
Please welcome Dave Yoho, who will provide brief remarks and explain the tradition of the moment of silence and the tolling of the bells.
Dave.
Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today. I am a veteran of World War II. In World War II, we recruited 16,200,000 people out of a population of 130 million. That's 12.5% of our population. And we won the war, and today built our economy through the auspices of the people you see here to a $350 million. But my job today is to toll the bell for those that didn't make it. We lost 44,000 men. Women weren't permitted in combat at the time, but the WASPs, who were not in that combat zone, flew the planes when they were made. Women, 1,000 of them, 39 of them died. The Seabees from the Navy, once we hit those shores. Now, why do we take credit for any of this? Because here was the United States, a giant island that would produce the goods, the clothing, the food, the ammunition, the planes, the trains. We produced them in this country through women working in our factories. And never take your eye off that today, because I spoke to the captains of Navy and Merchant Marine ships, and 40% of them were women. God bless the United States of America for understanding this. So what do I bring to you today? We tolled the bell for those who didn't come back. The government recruited 250,000 merchant mariners through something called the National Maritime Association through a law created in 38 and 39 by an aware President Roosevelt. We had training in 3 parts of the United States, in New York City, Sheepshead Bay. We were down in Florida and on the West Coast, and we built an academy where we produced cadets who did not get their commission until they had 6 months at sea. 142 of them went out there and never came back. And the United States Merchant Marine, of which I am proud to be their spokesman. I'm not paid, and neither of the men that you saw here today, purely volunteers. And I served on a tanker, a refueling tanker. It's called a T2 tanker. Do you know that we lost 732 ships in World War II? Merchant ships, many off the coast of eastern United States, many out of the bayous, where we went and served the needs of 5 continents and paid a price that a mathematician will not feel. But let you feel this. 1 out of 26 of us did not cut it, they didn't make it, and they never came back. And we came back to a society that failed to understand us. We weren't included in the GI Bill. They said it was an oversight, and I understand. They are human, we are human, and humans sometimes fail. But they didn't fail because they kept us alive. In 1988. They finally said what Roosevelt asked them to do. They put us in the GI Bill. In 1988, I was already 60 years of age and well on to my career. I have no remorse. I am asked by the press, was it right for you at 16 to go away from your family? Do you understand what I'm saying? Think about your 16-year-old child, daughter, son, niece, nephew, grandchild, and you're going to put him on a ship, and 250,000 of it were recruited from all over. 16 years old. They asked me one time on NBC, did you ever think it was wrong to go at that age? I said, yes. When did you understand that? The day I got there. No frills. You go to any of the academies, any of the training, and you'll find the day you get there, you're going to act like an adult. And so we gave this to you. We gave this to our society. There are few of us left. I'm 98 years of age in 6 weeks. My kind does not easily get on the stage. And the reason I am here is this. I have had a very successful business. You can't make me famous or rich. I already am. But I am richer from the reward that it gave me to serve my country, to serve this flag, to serve you and your society and those who will prosper from what you're doing. And God forbid that anybody in my presence should burn that flag, because my brothers died on that flag. My generation died. There are less than probably in the Merchant Marine, there are less than 1,000 of us left, and most of them, some of them are over 100. The average age of a veteran of World War II is 99 years and 2 months. And they asked me on the stage today to please be brief. I've never been brief, but I'll be brief today. I have a present for the secretary. I asked him to take. That's our magazine. It has our history. It has our shoulder patch. And it has a patch designed about us, for our uniforms, called Battle and Pete. And it was designed by Walt Disney. And you, gentlemen, represent the future we fought for. You, here in this building, represent what we fought for. And we ask in honor that you never forget us. But if we say it without waving a flag or without asking you for something we feel we're entitled, is our memory. So on the back of this, you have our hymn, Heave Ho, my lads, heave ho, heave ho. We sing the song to ask us to go into battle, and then understand that 733 ships didn't make it, a crew of 35, the 40 were Merchant Marines, and 16 to 20 were U.S. Navy. We are part of the Navy in our training. And so I stand before you today in obeisance to you with a thank you and appreciation for all of you for tolerating the likes of me. And why do I say that? Because I'm going to make a demand of you. There's a beautiful Gaelic hymn. It's called Londonderry Air. It's sung in Gaelic, so many of you have it in your church. 1926, they made it into a ballad that you'll remember. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. And that's the way we call our men, our women to service. But the last stanza, I've taken the liberty of flipping it, and I want to leave you with that. For the last stanza, as I hear it, should I return and the guns of war are silenced, yet I am dead, as dead I well may be. Please come and find the place where I am lying and kneel and say an Ave, a prayer for me, and I shall hear, though soft you tread above me, yet in my tomb will warm and softer be. If you will not fail to tell me that you honor me, then I rest in peace for all eternity. And in finality, we praise this country, we praise our leadership, we praise our generation, we praise those in us, we praise the mourn, people who mourn for those who can't speak for themselves. And then we ask you to remember the words that you heard. And if my words have any reason to excite you, then tell others about us. Tell them what we did. Tell them what we said here today. And if they ask you who said these final words, tell them it was a 16-year-old boy in the heart and mind and body of a 98-year-old veteran of the United States who says proudly, God bless America, God bless our military, God bless those serve, God bless those born, and God bless our leadership. Amen.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence, followed immediately by the ringing of 8 bells and a benediction by Sister Joanna. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our program. It's been an honor to serve as your MC today. This is a new MARAD. We want to hear from you, so please reach out. To close us out, the United States Merchant Marine Academy will lead us in a performance of Heave Ho. Following performance, we invite all of you to join us for networking and a cake reception in the back of the atrium. Thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your National Maritime Day.